Hey guys, welcome back to my Let's Build series. So today we are back at our wall. It hasn't actually been very long since the last episode, so I'm still pretty caught up with what we're doing here. And I've been doing a little bit of work since our last episode. So you can already see I've got some bone block in place here. That was not here before. Let me just work a new staircase up here for us. Go a little steeper. Yes. Okay, so I've got this water wheel in, right? It's marked out with cobble. I'm not sure if I like it. I have like some stairs in there, but you can't really see the details because it's so tucked away in here. And I put some bone block behind it just to give it, make it pop out. But I'm not really sure about it yet because it's touching the bone block, right? And I know you can't see it from down here, but I know it's happening and it's annoying. So, that one I'm not really sure on. I have to put some spruce around it, like this, so that the water has something to actually flow around. I think I actually want to do spruce stairs. So let me get back out of here. Ooh, I do have a crafting table. Yes. So prepared for this episode. I actually didn't do any prep for this episode. We're just jumping straight into it here. I feel like that's sometimes the best way to do it though. Okay, let's get back down here. So I think I want to be one block in, but just having no gaps, so it doesn't look like water could like leak through that. And I know, again, from the bottom, you can't see it, but if I know it's happening, I'll not like it. So I need to know that it's completely sealed off. Okay, let me get my dirt. The hardest part of this, I believe, is going to be replicating it on the other side. So we may have to replicate it like this, and then add details, and then replicate the details. Not really sure. It's going to be a challenge either way. Gonna break this out. Okay, and this has got to be cobble. See, this is a really awkward change. As a general rule when building, especially when building something larger, when you change blocks, you should change depth. However, that's not the easiest thing in the world for us to do here. Let me just correct that and collect my bone block. Yeah, it's not going to be easy for us to kind of stick to that rule. I did go and get some more bone block. I'm not sure if I said that yet or not. You can see I've got quite a bit in my inventory. However, we are almost completely out of bones, so I'm going to have to do quite a bit of AFKing. I've got enough bones left back in the skeleton farm for like 2 more stacks, so yeah, this is about all we got. Yeah, that's a nice water wheel, and you really can't tell that it's touching the bone block. And it's not like it's in the bone block, it's just touching it. But our change in depth that we were just talking about would be fixed if we set the bone block back. Okay, let's just do it. You know what? It can't hurt to try it, right? You gotta try it. We can't be curious forever. This is so hard because we're in survival mode, and in creative mode I would be so quick to just like switch it around really fast, try it out. But here I've got to mine all of this and use durability on my pick. Oh, it's such a pain. And yes, I am sinking the sides back too, although they are not touching anything. The depth change is relevant on these sides, so I do need to change them. Okay, I'm going to do this, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay guys, I think I've done it. We're going to take a look here. I haven't seen it yet. Okay, I don't hate the stone brick that I did around, and the depth change is definitely better. Though we have to adjust this cobble a little still. Ooh, sheep. You're eating a lot of food right now while I'm trying to record. Jesus. Okay, yeah, I like it. That archway may have to fall back, or we may have to keep, like, the shape of it back behind this. You can see, we can still see through, so something's got to cap that off. But, of course, the water's also got to be falling through, so we have to think about how that's going to happen. Maybe, like, there's a pipe there, or something. I'm not really sure. We're also probably going to have to do some glass blocks in the back of the water wheel there to help direct the water flow down the front. But overall, I think this is pretty nice. What do you think? Okay, I want to get some stone brick stairs and some cobble stairs and start doing a little bit of decorating. Let's get a bunch of stone brick. Let's actually make some more stone brick. Oh no, that's not how you use a crafting table. There we go. What do I have on me? Yeah, a little too much of this stuff. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, so first things first, we're going to detail this stone. Let's figure out how we want to do that. I can hear things. I feel like I just heard a skeleton, but maybe not. The volume is not very high in my headset right now. Might be going a little crazy. Okay, I'm going to destroy this and this. And I'm going to drag down bone block. I've got to go down a block because the bone block has to be orientated a certain way. There, and maybe here, and here. Just switch them around a little bit, give them a cool little design. And now this is another awkward depth change, right? So, ooh, I didn't want to get rid of that. We had to do something about this, and I feel like doing a little bit of a ledge there. Although, is the water, no, the water flow is going to flow right here, so it'll be right in front of this. Which could be absolutely perfect, actually. Okay, so I want to do something like that, maybe. How did I mess that up so bad? God, I'm so bad. Never make me do parkour. It'd be so embarrassing. I just missed a 2-block jump. Okay, let's try that again. You know what? Let's not try that again. Oh my goodness, I can't even place blocks. There we go. What was I doing? Oh yes. I was going to drag this. We're just giving it kind of cool little details. Nothing fancy, because we got to be able to copy it to that other side. And it's not like we have world edit on here. We can just do it super quick. I feel like I kind of want to do this. This and this. That's kind of cool. And then maybe this, this. And then, ooh, this, wait, I feel like I wanted to do that on top, but it might be okay there. Okay, let's step back. Gotta go get a look at everything we do. That's not bad. You can see how that's like flowing down this way. I don't like this bone block. Maybe we don't have bone block in the middle here. Maybe we do, but it is not as much bone block, so it's like blocked off differently. Okay, let's try something. This was not where I wanted to pillar up, but it's fine. Right, so I'll rescue those blocks later. Ooh, I don't have to. Oh shoot. Let's get this built up. Oh no. Gosh. Apparently it's too early for me to be building. Placing everything wrong. There we go. Okay. Now, instead of this, instead of that, do this. This again. Ah. What is that? I think I was suffocating somehow there. Nothing hitting me. Okay, maybe we do cobble here. Whoa. That is a really glitchy step. Okay, okay. Oh god. I think there's a phantom block around there somewhere that's like glitching me. You know those ones that like are there but you can't see them? It like broke weirdly. Okay. Got that. Now what if we do fence? Take a little look. Yeah, I don't hate that. That's not bad. You can see how it like flows towards. I feel like it needs some sort of detail around where the bone block is, but it's not bad for now. I don't hate it too much. Okay, I'm gonna try to get that on the other side, and trust me, you guys do not want to watch me struggle with this. This is probably going to be an hour or two of work of me trying to get this right, so yeah, I'll be back. I might be a little bit more sad because I missed copy and paste, but okay, wish me luck. Alright guys, so from the looks of things up here, we are actually going to be able to have our staircase, which is super exciting. We're just going to have to push it back a little bit, but this blacksmith and that house are going to have to be raised up onto this level anyway, so that won't actually be a problem. And I'm super happy with that. Anyways, you can see both of these water wheels are in place. I mean, they're not perfect, they're not super advanced, it's nothing fancy, but the fact that they're mirroring each other on this pretty large wall, and that I did this all in survival mode, pretty intense. I never thought I'd be building anything this large in survival mode. And though I know some people have done quite a lot more, this is pretty impressive for me. Okay, I want to see how we can get our water flowing. I kind of want to have it fall down here, like here. But the problem with that is, it's probably going to flow backwards. So we have to make it not do that. Let's see what it does here. So that works super well. Here, I'm gonna race the water down. There we go. Okay, let's get a look at this. I think this is gonna be super pretty. I'm so excited for these water wheels. Wow. Yeah, that looks so nice, guys. I'm so happy with the way that looks. Obviously, we've got to fix up that dirt tunnel there. Have it coming down in maybe andesite, maybe something a little brighter. Maybe bone block. Who knows? But yeah, that's super nice. Let's get the other one in. Let's see if we can do it again. Did we already fill that up? Apparently we did. Okay, let's try again. I'm losing my mind, and I love this staircase. The staircase is definitely going to be worked out back here. It's going to be so perfect. Little secret passage in the back of the water wheels. Okay, so we just had this right in the middle, just like this. So perfect. Get down here. And, yes. And we've got to erase the water. Ooh, are we not going to erase it? Oh yeah, right there. Almost messed that up. Okay, perfect. Let's look. Oh my gosh. Just think how amazing that's going to look with shaders. I'm so excited for this wall. That looks super cool. So imagine these like turning and producing some power for this place, and this water is coming from a waterfall that's down here, and there's like water, a little stream along the top, and it's flowing into these water wheels. I love this wall so far. Okay, I also brought some wool down. So, I'm thinking, because this is like a little village slash kingdom type thing, I'm not really sure what it is exactly, but maybe they would have a banner, right? Maybe they're proud of who they are and they want to mark out the base of their village with a banner. So I'm thinking that's a good, lazy way to detail out this wall. So I also brought some andesite, because we almost used it all up. I'm going to hang this down a little bit, and then I'm going to hang a banner from that. And I think that's going to be pretty nice. Let's get up there. Ooh, do I only have 19 dirt? I have more. There we go. Okay, let's get up here. This is so beautiful. I can't wait to look at it with shaders on. Ooh, I should show you guys what it looks like with the shaders, huh? Okay, I feel like this should fade back. Maybe like that. It's hard to tell. It's so hard to tell. Alright, we're gonna go down and take a little look at it. That's not bad. The blocks on the side are a little overwhelming for this but I think it's okay for right now. Okay, how do we want our banner to look? We've got the blues because we said in the first episode that this was going to be a very blue theme. So that's what I'm sticking with. We chose blue early on because lapis was very easy to get. Obviously we now have quite a lot of colors, but we're still going to stick to blue because that's what we said. I'm going to drag this down. We're obviously probably going to have to adjust that a little bit. Maybe there. Oh my goodness. I'm such a mess. Okay, let's get the shape in. I feel like I want to go a little wider than 3, but it's going to touch the edge, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Okay, let's drag it down. This is just the shape. It's going to be like waving in the wind, sort of. Don't worry. I'm going to add detail. We got to get our shape in before we do any detailing, because if we don't, we're going to get all messed up. Okay, so that has to be a lot higher if it's going to be that big. That we know for sure. Maybe a banner is not the best idea here. Now that I'm looking at that, in order to do a larger, like, wool banner like this, it's not really going to work out. What if we used actual little banners? I think that could be cool, and we just detail out this wall as normal. Yeah. I think that's a pretty good idea. I actually have no idea how to make little banners, but I think we'll save that for next episode anyways. We'll just do a little bit of detailing it on this wall, and I'll work out a banner design myself and try to figure out if we could do it in game. Yeah, maybe that's just something we can do for all of the villages in this world. They'll all have their own little banner. That way we don't have to build these annoying banners. Is the sun setting? The sun is indeed setting. Let me get rid of the rest of this fence and collect up our wool, and then I'll go sleep. Whoa! Oh my god. I cannot jump today. Something wrong with my jumping legs. Here we go. And sleep. It's our beautiful view. Ah, it looks so good with the flowing water. Alright guys, we're up at the top here with our last mission for this episode. So, you can see that I've extended these pillars up at the top by 3 blocks. And this is, for one reason, the villagers. There are at least 2 villagers up here. There's one in there and one in here somewhere. They're gonna walk off the edge. Ultimately, they're going to anyways, no matter what I do, but I want to make it less frequent. So, I'm going to put a little bit of a railing along here, but I don't want it to look ugly. I don't want it to just be fence or just wall. So I'm going to try to decorate it a little bit. We may not get this done in the time of this episode, but I want to at least get the underside here decorated, because right now it's really plain. Oh, hello. This is another problem. There are zombies everywhere. And I'm no longer sure exactly where they're coming from. I guess it's all the way over here, but man, they're everywhere. Every time I turn around, I've got a zombie attacking me. Kind of annoying. Okay, so you can see this underside dirt from down there, and I'm not sure exactly what this is going to attach, but we'll extend it later when it actually is attaching. Okay, we're going to bring this along, and right here, we're going to do stone brick. And on the sides, we're going to do just like this. Oh, not here, not here, not here. Hold on. Order of operations. There we go. Just like that. Well, not quite. Almost. There we go. Nailed it. Okay, let's pick up our blocks that I derped on. And right here. I don't want to fall. I'm totally going to fall down doing this. I'm going to back this up with 1 block. There we go. This is better. And just like that. And we're going to continue all the way to the other side. Shouldn't actually take that long. Alright, I'm going to finish this up, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, so I wanted to show you guys what that looks like from the bottom here. So you can see that around those pillars now there are these nice stairs, and I think that pops out that edge just enough that it makes it look like it's part of the wall a little more. It's not just like stuck on there, just like piercing through the top there. It's actually like part of the structure, which is nice. It's a little, I don't know, a little staircasey, a little weird, but I think it's okay for right now. It might change. I like to fiddle around with things between episodes, so it could change. I'm going to try to work out the railing now. I don't think I'm going to finish it because I'm kind of picky about this type of thing, but it's all about progress, not perfection, right guys? This whole village is going to take a lot of time, but if we just get a little bit done in each episode, then eventually it'll all come together perfectly. Okay, so the idea here is not letting the villagers walk off, and if I do this, the villagers can't walk off, like I can't either. But that's really plain. Why would we do that? That's boring. Okay. So, what I want to do is something fancier. I'm thinking something like this with like this and maybe like a, ooh, we don't have one, but like a wall block on top of that, but that gets kind of checkerboardy when you factor in these pillars. So, okay, we're going to do one over here and one over there, and we're going to decide what we like. And maybe we won't like either of them, but that's okay too. Because if we don't like either of them, then we get to make up a new one. Okay, I want to get some wall blocks. Let me get a crafting table. You know what? I have crafting tables everywhere. Why don't we just commit to another one? Why not? I want to get the full effect, and I'm going to do it. There we go. And whoops. There we go. I could also do wall, just straight across, but I think that's kind of plain. I want to avoid that kind of stuff. Okay, so this design doesn't really integrate these pillars at all. We'll have to find a different way to integrate the pillars. Something like this. Something like that. That's rough. This design kind of integrates the pillars a little more. Something like this. And then it just drags along. I'm going to do it again here. Somber. Yeah, you walk off that edge. I don't like you. Okay, something like this. Oh, I got one more, so I'm going to put it over here. Alright, let's go down to the bottom and get a look at that. And we're not going to decide today. We're going to let it sit. And next episode, I will have a decision for us. Wow, we only took 2.5 hearts from that fall. Our boots are doing great. Wow. Oh, here's some blocks. Pick them up. Can't waste the precious entities. Okay. Let's look at what we got here. So this one, not noticeable from the ground, right? It's just like a little extra ledge from down here. Can't see it. Let's pillar up just a little bit. This is how I like to get a view of things when I can't fly. I just pillar with dirt. I always have dirt on me. Okay. So this is not a view that we are normally ever going to have. However, it gives us a better view of the wall. So, this, not really a lot of detail. This, I kind of like that. I like that it has the cobble wall on top that ties in the cobblestone. I like that more. I don't think that's exactly how I would want to have it. I think I want more detail. Maybe a stair block there, stair block there. You know, some more detail. But it definitely has more to it than this design. This one's very simple, and I think we're not really going for simple here. They're both nice, though. Okay, we're going to leave them there. They both get to stay, and next episode I will show you guys what I have decided on. So, with that, that is all the time I have for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Do you want to see my new skin? We changed our clothes up again. I do that fairly regularly, every couple months. I change the clothes on my skin. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!